We've been here for over 20 years.
25 years.
And we had just renewed our kitchen. We'd had some decorating done, and we realised that even with the few windows we'd painted, they were looking horrible. The air drafts that were coming through the windows, natural ventilation between the window and the wall. We had a nice draft with the curtains blowing, even though we'd painted. So we thought, nah, let's just see what we can do. Friends of ours next door hadn't long had windows done by C.R. Smith, and we'd also had experience ourselves of PVC windows way back a few years ago. So we contacted C.R. Smith and decided just to see what we could find out. And we met Tommy, who was the salesman. He was very, very, very good, wasn't he?
A gentleman.
Yep. Came in, explained everything to us, showed us the options, brought samples in for us to see. Went through all the different variations, how the windows were put together and the manufacturing of them. We did some comparisons just to see what was around, but straight away the service and the quality stood out amongst others, so it wasn't a difficult decision to go with. Oh, John and Sandy were super, weren't they?
Attention to detail was just superb.
They came in, and from straight on, it was the start of all the COVID, so they were very clear about their rules and regulations and kept to rule all the way through. But they smiled, they were informative, they asked us any questions, they were respectful of the house and us still being in it when we had to be in the same places, I would say sort of vicinity. And no detail or question or query was ever a problem. They were just superb.
With a couple of the old windows, with the windows firmly closed, there was still daylight. So now we have daylight, but through the glass.
Yeah, no, it has made a huge difference. All our original windows were brown, so we've gone for a white interior and remained with the darker outside. And that in itself has lifted and changed the whole of the inside throughout the house. But also the soundproofing. We really have noticed the difference between the tight fit of the windows and the soundproofing when we've got the windows closed. And generally the house is feeling a lot warmer. We don't have to worry about having to have the heaters on in the sitting room if we're not in there, because the actual room is warmer than it would have been previously. And we've been so pleased with what we've had done so far, and we didn't at the time, but we've gone back to C.R. Smith to get our porch redone as well. So we're getting brand new front door and all the windows in our porch done to match the house with the same natural finish wood sills as well.